Sup nerds, Aaron from Neverboard Gaming here. I'm sitting down with Sean from Cool Mini or Not. We are looking at the hottest new game at Gen Con, Fig Newton. Actually, just Newton.
Just Newton.
Just Newton.
Yeah.
Sir Isaac Newton.
No? Common mistake, but
No?
just Newton. Yeah,
Just
straight Newton. Yes, this is Newton, and so in this game, players are going to take on the role of students, scholars, who are trying to expand their knowledge and follow in the footsteps of the great minds of the time, like Newton and other ones. And
others.
And others. And the rest. And so throughout the course of the game, they are going to be exploring different areas of Europe, going to universities and special historical sites. They're going to be developing their knowledge base, working so they can earn money, so they can do the different things that they have to do, and also filling out their bookshelf. Like, this is how they're going to fill out their knowledge, and this is one of the major ways they're going to get points throughout the course of the game. So there is a very interesting card-based mechanic in the game, which is, if you look at our personal boards here, we each have a slightly different starting symbol there.
Yeah.
And those symbols are going to relate to the actions that we're going to do in the game. So, for example, if I want to do the compass action, which is moving around the countryside here, right now I can do it to a power of 1. But if I play another of those symbols, now I do it to the power of 2. If I play another one, I do it to the power of 3. So the more of those symbols that are out there, the better I can do a specific action. And over the course of a round, which is a 5-year period, we're gonna play out a certain amount of cards like this. And at the end of it, we're going to choose one of these cards to slide down. So let's say I decide to slide this one down here like this. Now that card's out of my hand. These cards come back to my hand, but now I have another permanent symbol down there. So I have to decide what symbols, what actions are going to be important to me, what do I want to invest in, and what is maybe not quite as important. So you're going to, this sort of acts as a timer throughout the course of the game. You're going to kind of fill out these different slots, and when we get to the end, that triggers the game end. But every time you put a card down there, you're losing cards from your hand, so there are ways to acquire new cards as you go, and you have to, while you're investing in all these different ways to grow your knowledge, travel around the world, earn money, and fill out your bookshelf, you're also going to have to acquire these new cards. And if you don't, you're going to end up with fewer and fewer options in your hand.
So you would say this is like a 20-minute filler game then?
It is for the type of minds that we're trying to represent in the game. However, for the rest of us mere mortals, yes, it is going to be probably about a 90-minute game.
A really crunchy Euro that, so this is going to be along the lines of the Lorenzo Magnificent.
Yeah, same designers, in fact. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
awesome.
And one of the things that's great is that it is a game where the rules themselves are actually quite simple, but the decisions you have to make are very difficult. There's lots of different directions to go in, and so I like games like that where it's like, I can teach it very quickly. However, people are going to have to really put a lot of thought into what direction they want to go in.
And it's going to take you a couple games before you find your kind of strategy you want to go for, but then I'm guessing different cards being out there and different tiles being out there is going to change your mind and change the game up every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, what it comes down to is, honestly, at the end of like a couple turns, you're going to kind of understand how to play. At the end of a game, you'll sort of see what strategy will work going forward.
And you'll feel super smart like Newton?
Or a little sore in the head. Also like Newton after the apple, which is one of the things we were going for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when can we expect to see this on game shelves?
November.
November.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, if this sounds like the type of game you're looking for a nice big brain burner, something to take up your table and take up your time, we'll have a link in the description box down below. While you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored.